Around the middle part of the year, Clark. How much are these teams looking to the future?
Well, it's hard not to. I mean, it's human nature to kind of look ahead. Coaches and players that are leaders on their respective teams have to keep themselves and their teammates in the moment. And that's part of the coach's responsibility, I think.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Nice concentration from Giannis Antetokounmpo. Outstanding job looking over the defense and staying focused on the basket.
Now here's McDaniels. Back to Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And the Bucks with possession. Last time they came together was in Minneapolis, where they fell to the Timberwolves.
Turnovers were the story of that game. It wasn't what I would call a disciplined performance.
Yeah, and when you think about it, there was some really sloppy basketball being played by them, and they recognized that had they played a cleaner game, they could have gotten a win.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Now here's DiVincenzo. What a tremendous game he played against San Antonio. Pass to Randall. Here's the 3. Nails it from 3.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Here's Antetokounmpo, coming off a 31-point game against Denver.
And he also made an impact at the defensive end, blocking 2 shots and contesting others.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. And he makes it. Antetokounmpo has gotten his second bucket.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like that because this is what happens.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And Gobert with a block. And they'll keep possession. And here's Green from the arc. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
It takes so much work to keep Giannis off the glass. He's got that great length and athleticism. Boy, he's a real problem on the boards.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's McDaniels. Randall, a screen on Green. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. No good on the 3. The Bucks leading by 4. You know, Clark last season saw the passing of Junior Bridgman, who played 10 seasons with the Bucks and whose jersey hangs in their rafters.
Yeah, he was a consistent, reliable scorer and just a quality teammate as well. But his legacy extends far beyond what he did in his 10-year career, which was quite impressive. His legacy as a businessman, philanthropist, community leader was, in many ways, unparalleled. Just a terrific guy and a great loss to Louisville, to the basketball family, but also to humanity. He was a shining star in all that he did for others.
Here's Porter. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Pass to Randall. Outside, DiVincenzo. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Here's Rollins. To the right side. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Gobert. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Randall against Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Antetokounmpo against Randall.
And you know, Antetokounmpo is really a master at getting a hand up in the face of shooters. Excellent at contesting his shots and really distracts guys when they get into their shooting rhythm.
Stop the drought, and he sinks the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Outside McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Randall deciding where to go with it. Gobert with a screen on Antetokounmpo. For 3, Randall. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game. Pass to Rollins. Turner, a screen on Gobert. To the paint. Randall with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Tries the spin move. From the arc. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Give him 8 points now.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, Coach said about the 7-footer. He hinted their strategy might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there to slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Brian?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Pass to McDaniels. Randall against Antetokounmpo. Randall right side. And he banks in the layup.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. And he's going for the oop here. And Giannis throws it down.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. Outside McDaniels. For 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
An area of the floor where Jaden McDaniels really excels. Defense.
Yeah, he's a strong perimeter defender. He's got great length, good anticipation, and he's competitive. I mean, those are the things that allow him to shut guys down on occasion.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the score by Milwaukee. Randall inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Here's Edwards. The rebound by the Bucks. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
They get it back. Here's Antetokounmpo. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Kuzma's checked in for the Bucks. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Rollins. And the 2K leaderboard now gives us a look at the shooting percentage leaders from this past month. In the 3rd spot, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and of course Rudy Gobert.
Each of these two have been awesome offensively during the last month. Both great options from the floor.
Pass to Conley. Reed to screen on Porter. Back to Highland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From behind the arc. Drills it from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Milwaukee in the lead. Outside for Porter. Up top Turner. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Trent. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
First team foul. At the line for Milwaukee, Gary Trent Jr. One shot.
Now Conley. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Outside Reed. Pass to Highland. Back to Reed. Over Turner. Reed can't hit.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Porter gets the bucket. Porter's got 5 now.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Miller. Another one falls for Minnesota.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points for him. The kick out to Kuzma. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists tonight. Reed to screen on Porter. Conley passes to Clark. Outside Highland. Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Highland misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Antetokounmpo against Reed. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now here's Conley. No points so far. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
Pass to Porter. Trent outside. Now here's Turner. Stolen by Miller. Right side Conley. Here's Reed. Miller outside. Outside Highland. Shot clock at 6. They set the screen. Launches a 3. The shot no good. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
They've got Anthony, Kyle Kuzma out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Gary Trent, and it's Harris in at the small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Conley, and the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, BA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
And Conley drops them both. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Portis gets the bucket.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Randall. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. Step back and fire. That shot, no good. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Trent finds Portis. Here's Anthony. He's guarded by Conley. Anthony, the pass to Trent. Stolen by Reed. Here's Highland. No good on the triple.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Here's Anthony. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony. And checking out some numbers for him. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Conley against Anthony. Randall right side. Over Kuzma. Another miss by Minnesota. The Bucks leading by 7. Stolen by Conley. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Reed for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Reed's got 6.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
Kuzma against Randall. Portis with a screen on Randall. 6 on the shot clock. From 17, and it's Portis. That time on the assist from Kuzma. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter. Timberwolves trail by 6. Conley passes to Clark. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. The jump hook. Randall can't hit.
They are just owning the boards right now.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
ABA, the Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Back to you.
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And Minnesota with possession here. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. And he comes up with a bucket.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Milwaukee making some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kuzma. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Rollins in for Trent. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Edwards is checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Anthony with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Portis the screen. Anthony against Highland. Anthony misses. Timberwolves trail by 6. Randall, the pass to Clark. Back to Randall. Clark finds Randall. Outside Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Buries it from 3. Reed's got 9 points.
Slowly building up steam. Hit 1 from range in the first. He's hit 2 here in the second.
Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randle, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball.
Now here's Highland, and right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Antetokounmpo against Randall. Back to Highland, outside Edwards, puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Kept alive. Portis. Oh, and Reed with a block.
What a denial that time by Reed. Excellent body control on that block.
Randall, the pass to Highland. And here's Reed. Highland finds Edwards over Anthony. And that one comes up a bit short. The Bucks leading by 3. Pass to Rollins. Antetokounmpo looking it over. To end the drought. Too much Giannis.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title, Clark.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again, I think he's still in his prime, and he knows that while time is short, another championship could set him apart from a lot of the greats.
A different look for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis, and Kuzma's subbed in for Anthony. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Randall, a screen on Green. Here's Edwards. Nice shot from the wing. Edwards got his first points of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Rollins. He's scoreless, and that one's good. Green.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Randall, the pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Takes the 3. Look at Edwards over the perimeter D.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back. Right back at you.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
They've done a lot of good things today. The one area they need to improve is their ball security.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Kuzma.
Number 7, Kevin Porter Jr.
Minnesota's got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the 3-point line in the second. Randall outside. Pass to McDaniels. It's stolen by Green. Oh, there's the alley. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Daniels. Gobert against Turner. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Rudy, a monster inside.
With his size, Gobert can make this look really easy. It's almost unfair.
Pass to Rollins. Here's Turner. Now Porter. DiVincenzo covering. The drive by Porter. Shot clock at 5. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo.
A good scorer around the rim. He is met there by an irresistible force.
Here's Gobert. So far, he's averaging 11 points a game. Right side, Edwards. There's the triple. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, they are fearless from the arc, and that's helping them protect this lead.
Pass to Rollins. Porter a screen. Antetokounmpo outside. Can they get it? No luck on that one. Randall with some nice D. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Edwards, a pass to Randall. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his 3rd before the half.
Reed's checked in for Minnesota. So it's Minnesota now. Outside, DiVincenzo, picked by Gobert. Clock at 6. DiVincenzo can't hit.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's Porter. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Porter gets the bucket. Porter's got 7 points. And with most NBA defenses bringing help from that weak side corner, that opens up offenses for the weak side crash, Clark.
Yep, if I was still playing BA, I would make way on that offensive glass board, wreaking havoc on the boards. Extra opportunities aplenty the way the game is played now.
Here we go, all alone. Here's Rollins, still without a bucket. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And over the last 10 games, these are the guys who have been the most aggressive going after rebounds. Boy, you got to appreciate that effort. Rudy Gobert on top.
Over these last 10 games, this guy has owned the boards, playing so well as of late.
McDaniels against Green. Pass to Porter. Here's Rollins, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Here's McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Launches it from deep. Oh, a deep 3 from Anthony Edwards.
Look at that from Edwards, way out there.
The Bucks trail by 3. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Porter. Pass to Turner. Antetokounmpo outside. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Porter outside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Coming into this, having Knox to win against San Antonio in their last game.
An incredible fourth quarter response. It showed this team's character. I mean, they stunned everyone.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Here's Rollins. No made baskets yet. Fast break, Minnesota. Up the floor. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by McDaniels. And now it's a 5-point Minnesota lead. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for Minnesota?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 16 points for him. And he drives in. Oh, Antetokounmpo! Aggressive move.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservative. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Outside for Porter. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Edwards. Fires from deep. He can't hit that time. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The T-Wolves on top, up by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They're playing with the team-first attitude, making that extra pass. Shaq, that could have been you.
You need to check your receipts, sir. Over 3,000 career assists. Apology accepted.
Okay, fellas, now a look at the sharpshooters lining up for the three-point contest.
The dunk contest and the three-point contest are the only things missing from my resume. Now I regret not doing them.
I would actually pay to see you in a three-point shootout. That's great television right there.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Minnesota leading by 5. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's DiVincenzo in at point guard.
Terrific body control by Randall. An and-one machine.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He had a really rough game at the line last time out. Struggled to get anything to drop.
Was completely out of sync on his free throws, and I'm sure that led him to some extra work at the foul line. Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Turner. Three-pointer. They get it again. Turner, a screen on Edwards. With the drive. Here's Rollins. Banked it in off the glass. Rollins has gotten his first bucket of the night.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Randall, good.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Antetokounmpo following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Turner, a screen on Randall. Takes a 13-footer. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Timberwolves lead by 9. Outside McDaniels. Back to Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. From downtown. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist. Randall's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on McDaniels. A big-time flush by Giannis.
Superb initiative from Antetokounmpo. I mean, that may be something we overlook, but being able to take that initiative allows him to be a real menace when he's rolling to the rim after a pick.
Pass to Edwards from deep. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Now Porter. Here's Rollins. Antetokounmpo outside. 6 to shoot. Over Gobert. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. The Timberwolves lead by 10. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. The triple hit for Edwards.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
And you like what they've done on the perimeter. Their spacing, ball movement, it's been a strong suit of theirs.
And holding opponents to a low shooting percentage is their foundation for being competitive every night. Timberwolves on D. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Green, the pass to Porter. To the left side wing. Antetokounmpo outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Gobert. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever, and now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back to you, B.A.
He can lock it down. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Porter's shot is off.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Pass to Randall. Now here's Gobert. He's guarded closely. Nails the baby hook. And that's now 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
We've seen McDaniels improve as a decision maker, and it shows with passes like that.
On the wing, Green. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Antetokounmpo against Randall. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's covered closely. Randall pulls down the board. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 14-6 run. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Porter. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Randall. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
The free throw drops for Randall. Well, Clark, the Bucks certainly need to rebuild on some level, but they don't control their own draft pick until 2031.
And, B.A., that certainly makes things complicated and more difficult. A losing season won't do them any good in terms of the lottery. They've got to do their best to stay competitive while developing their young talent. That's a really difficult balancing act.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Edwards for three. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
He made 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since then. I'll tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at Milwaukee. So far, this hasn't been the season they were hoping for, and time is of the essence.
Seeing where the Bucks are, there's no doubt they feel the pressure mounting. I mean, failing to match those expectations from the start of the year is apparent.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
Now, here's Green. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Turner, a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Porter. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting a while for that one.
One of the things Porter Jr. has done is really improved as a decision maker. Excellent pick and roll action there.
Over to the wing. Outside. DiVincenzo. And the three off target.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Now, here's Green. Offline with a three.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Rollins. Rollins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Back to Porter. Here's Rollins. DiVincenzo covering. Turner, a screen on DiVincenzo. Milwaukee needs to get a shot off here. Off target from 3-point range.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now, here's Green. Left side Porter. Back to Green. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. By himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
It's always fun when you can get ahead of the play like McDaniels did there to finish off the break.
Now here's Porter. He's got 9. Here's Rollins. Pass to Turner. Over Gobert. Turner, no good.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Randall outside. Here's McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. McDaniels got 9 points.
Unselfish, good vision, nice dime by Julius.
Porter finds Green. Back to Porter. Outside, Green. DiVincenzo with the steal. Going all the way to the rack. Turner against Gobert. Pass to Randall. Now Edwards. He's got 22. Driving to the basket. Drops in the layup for two. Edwards got 24 points.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Outside Porter. To the inside, Kuzma. Soft touch off the glass. 9 points in the game.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
Pass to Edwards. McDaniels against Green. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. Porter pulls it in. The Bucks trail by 21. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
For Porter Jr., I think it's about shot selection. Taking smart shots, including when he's in close.
Back to Randall. Outside Edwards. Five to shoot. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Edwards has got 13 points here in the second half alone. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, BA. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Now here's Randall. He's got 19. To the wing on the left. Outside Porter. Pass to Green. Kuzma, left side. Porter looks it over. Here he goes. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
That's just fearlessness taking it to the rack by Porter. Saw the defense coming, but didn't slow down one iota.
Shooting 2.
2 shots.
That's good from Porter.
You know, we've seen Kevin Porter Jr. play the 1, 2, and the 3, and no matter where he plays, KPJ is a bucket getter.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Turner. Harris comes in for Green, and it's Trent in for Rollins. Porter hits them both.
The last pick of the first round in 2019, Porter Jr. plays with a chip on his shoulder. I love the competitive attitude.
Now here's Clark. Yet to see a basket. Back to Conley. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Porter. He's got 13. Kuzma outside. Portis the screen. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
You know, I think Kuzma's the kind of guy you've got to push out of the paint. When you don't, this is what happens.
Outside Reed. Right side Highland. Porter against Conley. Miller outside. Outside Conley. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Portis. Bucks trail by 19. Trent, the pass to Porter. Harris outside. Back to Porter. Portis with a screen on Conley. Inside. Stolen by Reed. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Highland. Pass to Conley. Miller, a screen on Trent. To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Kuzma. Porter, the pass to Kuzma. Over Conley. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. We'll be right back. Moment ago, head coach Doc Rivers in the huddle.
We can't do it on our own. You got to play together. You got to share together. All right? It's simple basketball.
Teamwork, teamwork, more teamwork, right? That's Doc Rivers laying it down.
He sees where certain individuals are kind of taking it upon themselves and not helping out.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. At the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Gary Trent is out there with Anthony. And it's Portis in at the center position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Clark with a screen on Anthony. Pass to Clark. Now Randall. Shot clock at 6. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 24.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Conley passes to Randall. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. For 3, Conley. Rebounded by Kuzma. Bucks trail by 15. Antetokounmpo finds Anthony. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Anthony. Antetokounmpo against Reed. Antetokounmpo inside. He shoots again. What energy on the glass from Giannis.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
Conley passes to Highland. Antetokounmpo against Randall. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Julius Randle. 2 shots.
That one misses.
You're looking for a guy that plays with a bit of an edge. Julius Randle is your man. I mean, he's been an All-NBA selection on multiple occasions.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Turner comes in for Portis. And Harris is subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And then for Minnesota, Ingles, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Edwards in for Highland. He hits the second from the line.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
Turner, a screen on Conley. Pass to Turner. Now here's Trent, guarded by Edwards. Now Anthony. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Outside, Ingles. And here's Conley. He's guarded by Anthony. Conley passes to Ingles. Randall, a screen on Harris. Ingles from outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Bucks. They've only given up 1 point in the 4th. Pass to Turner. Now Anthony. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Ingles. Right side Conley. To the middle. Oh, stolen by Turner. Anthony in the post. Checked by Randall. Good on the bucket.
The closer the better for Anthony, as is the case for most guys. He just wants to drop that one in.
Conley passes to Randall. Ingles against Harris. And it's Harris with the rebound. The Bucks trail by 12. screen on Conley. Pass to Turner from outside the arc. He drops it from range.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Now here's Edwards. There's the three. Minnesota again missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Harris passes to Turner. Kuzma against Randall. Kuzma outside. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Ingles. The Timberwolves lead by 9. Pass to Conley. Randall a screen on Anthony. Anthony against Conley to the inside. Outside Ingles. Outside Conley for 3. Randall. Milwaukee with the rebound. Anthony with it. Spins. And there's the drive. Harris passes to Trent. Down low. Here's Turner. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. And here's Edwards. Pass to Reed to get back on track. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Anthony finds Kuzma. Turner a screen on Randall. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Naz Reid.
And Turner's length causes defenses all kinds of problems. I mean, he really uses that length extremely well to draw fouls.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first. Such a unique player, Clark. Miles Turner. He's both a floor spacer and a rim protector.
There aren't too many guys like that in the league, B.A. I mean, those are 2 very distinct skill sets, and to have them in one big guy like Turner, that's certainly something you relish and appreciate.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Green's checked in for Harris. Rollins comes in for Trent. And it's Porter Jr. in for Anthony.
Yeah, you know, he's become a solid big man in this league. Miles Turner understands his role and is starring in it, and does a really good job, I think, playing to his strengths.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Porter. Inside. Here's Rollins. And the layup is good off the glass.
I just love the ball move.
The Timberwolves lead by 9. Outside Edwards. Randall outside. Gobert with a screen on Kuzma. Randall pass to Gobert. And stolen by Gobert. Oh, Gobert rocking the rim.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
Milwaukee's gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Out left to the wing. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Turner, a screen on DiVincenzo. Porter from outside. Knocks it down from distance.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Stay active from beyond the arc.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes it difficult to defend.
Rollins passes to Porter. The kick out to Kuzma. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Look at Kuzma getting jiggy with the dribble move right there, shaking off the defender and getting his shot up. That is sweet.
Now here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Randall against Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Up top, Randall. Antetokounmpo covering. Yep, count it. Randall's got 22.
And with the shot clock nearing 0, Randall calmly sinks one.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Turner. Outside Porter. Here's Rollins. Back to Green. Antetokounmpo outside. The 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Pass to Randall. Outside McDaniels. Now here's DiVincenzo. Up and over Porter. And DiVincenzo with a basket. On the assist by McDaniels. McDaniels got 6 assists in the game. And so Porter will bring it up for the Bucks. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Antetokounmpo, a screen on DiVincenzo. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
Really good in the playmaking role. Porter Jr. with the right read in the 2-man game there.
Now here's Edwards.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Now coming to the floor, the bucket hoop crew makes a noise.
Swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
That's a real brain fade right there, a mental error, and it cost them a possession.
Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Now Gobert flushes it down with both hands.
What a move by Gobert, closing that open space in the pick and roll.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Antetokounmpo inside. Randall's there. No stopping Giannis.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shot, that lead's going to expand.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
The Timberwolves lead by 9. Now here's Edwards. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Porter against DiVincenzo. Oh, no good. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Outside, Green. Here's Antetokounmpo. Puts it up from 7. Gobert pulls it down.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Outside Edwards. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside DiVincenzo. Now Gobert. Oh, touches it off the glass.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Here's Antetokounmpo, following the score by Minnesota. Oh, it misses. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Top of the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the 5, home in the paint. And good depth for the Timberwolves. It can be challenging sometimes, Stan, choosing who plays and who sits.
Well, Kevin, that's the kind of problem you want as a coach. But they've traded away a lot of draft capital to assemble this roster. Now it's about paying them to keep them together.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Turner with a screen on Randall from downtown, and Turner at the basket on the assist by Giannis.
Well, hey, shooting off the catch is right in Turner's wheelhouse.
Collins against Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. A 3 for DiVincenzo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Turner. His last outing, 16 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Porter. Rebound, Minnesota.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Down low. Turner with the steal. And here's the fast break. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Love the toughness Turner showed on that tape. Just willing it past the contact.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Milwaukee, Miles Turner. One shot.
And that one falls for Turner. So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I would love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
Good on the three-point shot.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
Edwards against Rollins. Edwards drawing the double team. DiVincenzo against Giannis. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. 2 on the clock. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And it's Turner finishing it off.
I love the attack mindset there from Turner. Playing with energy.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Randall finds Gobert. McDaniels on the wing. Randall passes to Gobert. Turner with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And that one drops for him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's around 30 points per clip, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
On defense, Milwaukee. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Randall right side. Back to Edwards. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
What touch. Edwards has mastered just about every shot there is.
Green kicks to Giannis. Turner with a screen on Randall. Giannis drives in. And he makes that one.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Outside Edwards. That 3 off the mark.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
So it's Minnesota now, following the bucket by the Bucks. DiVincenzo with the screen on Antetokounmpo, and there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Antetokounmpo against Randall. Clock at 4. There's the 3.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing the defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, Coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
Free throw good. Giannis. You know, Stan, there are so many things to like about Giannis Antetokounmpo's game. What sticks out most for you?
Well, look, I think, Kevin, most fans are going to say what sticks out is the obvious, his size and his athletic ability. But to me, what really stands out is the energy and intensity he brings on a nightly basis, as much or more than any star in this league. You can count on him every night to play as hard as anyone on the floor.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run, to be sure. Not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Randall passes to Gobert. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
Yeah, Gobert loves to be tested near the hoop.
Pass to Giannis. Rollins against Edwards. Giannis inside. It's stolen by Randall. To the middle. Drives to the hoop. Back to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Randall from outside. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. And here's Edwards from the arc. The rebound by Turner.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Back to Giannis. To the paint. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall.
Watch the screen.
Jacks up a 3. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Well, every season, Randall works on his range because he understands the importance of stretching the floor at his position.
Here's Rollins. He just could not put it together in that loss to Denver. To the inside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on it. Knocked away. Antetokounmpo, no good. So for the Timberwolves, their last game, a win against San Antonio.
And winning that game the way they did with the incredible fourth quarter comeback couldn't have left them feeling any better.
Gobert with a screen on Turner. Turner against Randall. Shoots over Turner. Randall no good. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Giannis outside. Turner with a screen on Gobert. The drive by Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis with those long strides. He eats up ground quick.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense. And he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back to you, Kev.
Allie, thank you so much. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Milwaukee.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
So Coach Van Gundy, after 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, his last coming in 2024, do you think Rudy Gobert has a chance at another?
Well, look, Kevin, I think Rudy continues to play at just as high a level defensively. But now as the game has changed, I think we're starting to reward guys with those awards who can not only protect the rim and make it tough on teams, but can go out on the perimeter and guard multiple positions. So I think it'll be tough for him to get a fit.
Here's Clark after the basket by Milwaukee. Mr. Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. 4 on the clock. And here's Conley outside. The rebound by Turner.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
And Giannis gets it to go.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Porter against Conley. Pass to Reed. Highland against Trent. Highland misses. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 10-point lead. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And they brought the energy. I thought played well, but both teams really put on a great show. Unfortunately, someone had to lose.
Yeah, that was 2 very evenly matched teams. But in the end, it came down to who executed better down the stretch.
So it's the Bucks now after the basket by Minnesota. There's Porter with the 3. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Porter's got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Conley with it. Picked up by Kuzma. Here's Gobert. He has 5. Reed with a screen for Highland. Over Trent. And it comes off the front of the rim. Bucks leading by 11. Screen by Giannis. Inside. Clark with it. Nothing on the board. Pass to Highland. And it's Trent off the drive. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis has checked in for Turner. Harris comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Anthony subbed in for Porter. The free throw drops for Trent. Instead, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
Randall against Kuzma. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Anthony kicks to Portis. He doesn't hit that one.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Back to Conley. Highland deciding where to go with it. Pass to Randall. Outside, Reed. 4 on the shot clock. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Here's Anthony. Got it from 16 feet. And the Bucks lead by 10. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they've had. Let's see if this can continue.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Bones Highland is out there with Conley, and it's Clark in at the small forward. Now Conley, following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. from deep. Clark finds Reed. Shoots over Kuzma, and it's off the back rim, no good.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Reed against Anthony. Trent, left side. Back to Anthony. Takes the three. And the three ball is good. Anthony's got the first basket of the second quarter for Milwaukee.
Working off the ball. Anthony looking comfortable from that spot.
Clark with a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Pass to Kuzma. Now Anthony. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And a wide open look for Portis. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Portis has got himself on the board with three there.
Well, listen, Portis certainly doesn't lack confidence off the catch. He feels like he can score anytime down the floor.
Now, here's Reed. A 17-point game for him in the win against San Antonio.
Yeah, and he also put in major work on the board. Just an all-around dominant performance.
Bucks leading by 16. Kuzma outside. Outside Portis. Pass to Anthony. Top of the key. Minnesota with the rebound.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Conley, the pass to Randall. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Portis.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Trent kicks to Anthony. Portis a screen on Highland. Anthony against Highland. Portis sets the pick for Trent. And again, it's Milwaukee converting. Timberwolves trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. For some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. A.J. Green comes in for Harris. And Rollins subbed in for Trent. And a change for the Timberwolves. Edwards, he's checked in for Mike Conley. So it's the Timberwolves now. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Edwards against Antetokounmpo. Count that one. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points in the game.
One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. Antetokounmpo takes pride in putting the offense on his shoulder.
Oh, here's Edwards. 23 points for him the last game against San Antonio.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Bucks.
Outside Anthony. Back to Giannis. And he drives in, and the dunk by Giannis.
He's got the size of a center and the skills of a guard. Giannis is incredible.
And so it's Highland who brings the ball up for Minnesota. Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done.
First personal foul. First team foul.
A different look for Milwaukee. Turner comes in for Portis, and Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Cole Anthony. Timberwolves also changing it up. Rudy Gobert comes in for Reed, and it's McDaniels in for Clark. Here's Rollins. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. Kuzma against McDaniel. Shot clock at 5. Kuzma passes to Rollins. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 20. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Green. Edwards can't hit.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Giannis dunks it down.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Now Highland. He had 10 points in the win against San Antonio. McDaniels with the bounce pass. Pass to Randall. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the triple. Randall's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Look, for this offense, Randall being an effective catch-and-shoot option is crucial.
Kuzma outside. To the inside. And to Kumbo inside. Gobert on him. Out to Kumbo. No good. Timberwolves trail by 19. 7-foot shot. And it's sent back by Turner.
Well, just fantastic defense right there by Turner. He has a great sense for when to go for these rejections.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Kevin Porter's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And the Timberwolves also making a change. DiVincenzo's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 21. Pass to Edwards. Launches a 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Outside, Green. Giannis inside. Defended by DiVincenzo. Clock is at 3. Here's Turner. The rebound by Edwards. Minnesota's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And Gobert kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Outside, Green. The Bucks working the ball around. Edwards against Rollins. Left side, out of the Kumbo. Fade away. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. DiVincenzo finds Randall. McDaniels with the ball. Now Green defending. Randall against Antetokounmpo. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Antetokounmpo in a wide-open look for Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got assist number 5 here tonight. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull-up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Rollins against Edwards. Turner with a screen on Randall. Here's Giannis. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Randall with the bucket.
Well, the defender made it hard on Randall. Still, he uses his body to convert for 2.
Outside, Green. Pass to Giannis. Here's Rollins. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Edwards. Outside, Porter. Takes a 3. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Count it, good.
Yikes, this quarter has not been kind to him. Just 1 for 5 so far.
Porter dishes to Antetokounmpo. He can't get that one to fall. Randall with some nice D. McDaniels outside. Offline with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Stolen by McDaniels. Edwards against Rollins. Edwards no good.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Now, here's Green. Last time out, he had 14 points. Turner with a screen on Gobert. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McDaniel. Randall is doubled. He's looking for DiVincenzo and finds him. McDaniels outside. Pass to Edwards. Now Randall, guarded by Porter. Randall with the bucket. And that's 12 points for Julius Randall.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Giannis outside. There's 48 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shots good by Turner.
At his size, the ability to stretch the floor makes Turner so valuable to this offense.
Outside Edwards. Back to Randall. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Turner with a screen for Porter. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
I like to see Turner doing the little things out there, like setting a solid screen in the pick and roll.
Rollins against Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
And he makes the first. And Edwards drops them both. And so it's Milwaukee, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Well, thank you, guys. Doc Rivers here with us now. Coach, you're ahead at the half. What was the difference?
We got stops. We were out running a little bit. And then we had great spacing against the zone. You know, listen, we started making shots. That always helps.
It sure does. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals.
Well, these are very early returns, but even so, you can see who the fans are excited to see play.
A lot of these guys deserve the votes, but there's some big names missing. Come on, America, do better.
And time to take it back to that first half now. How about what Giannis Antetokounmpo was doing?
When I watch Giannis, man, I'm just in awe. He reminds me of our friend over there, Shaq, in a good way.
I'm honored to say thank you, Kenny.
He's dominating the game inside with his size and physicality.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through two quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Porter is out there with Rollins. And it's Green in its small forward. That's the five to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here's Antetokounmpo. Randall with some nice D. Minnesota shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Edwards can't hit. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Porter looking it over. Pass to Giannis. Giannis dunks it down.
You could see that coming. Giannis not to be denied, especially at the rim.
Randall left side. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Gobert with a screen on Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Edwards. Misses the three. The Bucks shooting so well. The offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Outside Green. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over McDaniel. Misses off the right iron. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's the lob at Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Gobert. Now here's McDaniel. guarded by Green. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Giannis outside. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. No good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. Randall from outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Let's see the stat sheet here for him. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
That free throw missing.
Well, he's one of the most unguardable players in the league. Antetokounmpo's length and speed is simply otherworldly.
And he's good on the second.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Now here's Randall. 12 points for him. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Edwards got 8 points.
Edwards plays with such velocity.
Giannis against Randall. Antetokounmpo inside. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here. And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. You take a look at Porter, currently 5th in the league in assists. Such court vision.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. McDaniels outside. Outside for Randall. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Just 4 to shoot. Here's DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 15 rebounds here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And it's good for 2. Antetokounmpo's got 24.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
McDaniels on the wing. DiVincenzo with the screen for Randall. to Edwards. On the wing. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 5 assists tonight.
A nice wrinkle in Randall's game. He can make that crucial extra pass when the opening is there.
Now here's Porter. 12 points for him. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And here's the break. Good work defensively by Turner.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Turner with the screen for Antetokounmpo. Back to Turner. Antetokounmpo finds Turner, and Turner throws it down.
Yeah, Miles Turner is just pouring them in, playing fearless offense.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back to you guys.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Turner no good on the free throw.
Yeah, one of the more unique players in the league. Miles Turner has led the league in blocks, plus shoots it really well from deep. 2 skills every team wants in one package.
Green against McDaniel. Pass to Rollins. It's stolen by Edwards. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill, finesse, and a little bit of luck that went down.
Anthony Edwards, shooting 1.
On the free throw, no good.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 24 points for him. Turner with a screen on Randall. 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off the shot here, and it's slammed in by Turner.
And a big night for Miles Turner so far. Really playing hard, trying to make every possession count.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Kuzma's checked in for the Bucks. The Timberwolves have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Randall kicks to McDaniels. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. McDaniels got 5 points in the quarter.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the 3, that really helps their spacing.
McDaniels against Green. Back to Porter. On the wing, Green. 5 on the clock. Turner with a screen on McDaniel. The tricky little pass fake there, working well. Green's got his second basket of the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Turner passes to Porter. The Bucks working the ball around. To the paint. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Porter's got 14 points for the game.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Randall outside. Over in the corner, Edwards. McDaniels outside. And another three for Minnesota.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Pass to Rollins. Randall against Kuzma. On the wing, Porter. Turner with a screen for Porter. Left side, Turner. The three. In. And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor. And looking for more.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Outside, Edwards. Here's Randall. Bank shot, no good. The Bucks shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. Scan every night. Kuzma finds a way to contribute on the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, I think what Kuzma does is he'll find a way to score the ball. He'll do it running the floor. He'll do it cutting. He'll do it on the offensive boards. And he can make jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to score, and he can take what the defense gives.
Here's Green. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Rollins against Edwards. Here's Rollins. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Randall outside. Lays it up off the glass. Randall's got 16 points.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Randall against Kuzma. Outside, Porter. Turner with a screen on DiVincenzo. Porter, no luck.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniels. Has to Gobert. Now DiVincenzo drills the three-pointer. He has 6.
Great positioning. DiVincenzo stays ready to fire the moment he gets the ball.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Miles Turner. Antetokounmpo comes in for A.J. Green. Trent's checked in for Rollins. And Anthony subbed in for Kevin Porter. .152 left to play here in the third. Kuzma passes to Giannis. Trent setting the pick for Antetokounmpo. Outside Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got his 9th assist in the game now. Conley scanning the floor. Pass to Reed. Back to Conley. Outside, Reed to the left wing. Reed with a screen for Highland. Out to Miller. And stolen by Portis. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Covered by Miller. Giannis passes to Portis. Anthony against Conley. Portis sets the pick for Anthony. Back to Portis for the three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
A capable shooter from three-point land. When Portis is nailing this shot, it really helps space the floor.
Now here's Conley. No scoring in this one. Miller dishes to Conley. Outside, Reed. Shoots over Portis. Reed misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Anthony in the corner. Outside Portis. Here's Giannis. Basket good. Giannis has got 10 points in just the second half.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Minnesota, Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Bones Highland is out there with Conley, and it's Clark in at the 3. So it's the Bucks now, following the 3 by Minnesota. Pass to Kuzma. Harris outside. Now here's Anthony. Harris outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Randall against Kuzma. And here is Conley. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on them.
Now, here's Trent, following the miss by Julius Randle. Down low, here's Portis. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Now here's Conley. The fadeaway. Reed misses. Kuzma kicks to Portis. Outside Anthony. Portis a screen on Highland. Back to Portis. Plenty of space. That one falls. Portis has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Portis is very comfortable in the mid-range, probably more so than in the paint.
Outside Conley. Pass to Clark. Nice move. Great D that time from Portis. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves.
Anthony Edwards.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Randall outside. There's the drive. Outside Edwards. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Now Anthony Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma from deep. Portis for three. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 5 assists in the game. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Now here's Edwards. Back to Conley. Pass to Reed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this. Conley's shot is off.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And it's good, 2 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Conley. Gary Harris making his last shot. Pass to Edwards. The three. Drills it from outside. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Conley against Anthony. It's Trent on the wing. Portis a screen on Highland. And here's Trent outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall left side. Over Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
It's on Gary Harris. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
That free throw good from Randall.
A focal part of this offense. In addition to his scoring ability, Randall is also a terrific passer at his position.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Bones Highland. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Both free throws good from Randall. And Anthony's got the ball here for Milwaukee. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Fires for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Gobert with a screen on Trent. Edwards passes to Gobert, and he comes up with the deuce. 9 points for Rudy Gobert.
Well, given how tall and lengthy Gobert is, it makes sense why he looks to score inside. Nice bucket there.
Now here's Anthony. Portis sets the pick for Anthony. Fires the 3, and again the Bucks miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
McDaniels outside. Randall outside. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Trent.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Anthony kicks to Portis. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
And here's Edwards. After the three-pointer from Cole Anthony. Over Trent. Edwards can't hit. Trent against Edwards. Trent kicks to Anthony. Portis a screen on DiVincenzo. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 12 points here in the second half.
Boy, he can't miss right now. This is as locked in as you get.
Randall with a screen for Edwards. Sinks the three-pointer. Edwards got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Timberwolves.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Trent kicks to Anthony. Kuzma outside. Back to Anthony. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, Anthony displaying his versatility as a shooter in the mid-range.
Gobert with a screen on Trent. To the paint. And stolen by Portis. It's deflected. Portis sets the pick for Anthony. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Anthony's shot is off. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Well, DiVincenzo enjoys working inside. He can be appropriately aggressive in the paint.
Portis a screen on DiVincenzo. To the middle. Here's Edwards. Good. Edwards got 20 points.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Anthony kicks to Portis. Trent against Edwards. And here's Harris from the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. 5 on the clock. Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Trent. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
Portis a screen on DiVincenzo. Anthony against DiVincenzo. Anthony kicks to Trent. Back to Anthony. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Trent. Gobert with a screen on Trent. Edwards, good. Edwards has got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Portis a screen on DiVincenzo. Anthony drives in. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Miles Turner.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
Now Kuzma, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Kuzma against Randall. Randall with some nice D. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And finished off by Gobert. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 15 rebounds.
What a slam by Gobert. He's solid getting positioning inside and using it to his advantage.
Now, here's Trent. Pass to Anthony. sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Giannis, an impressive performance. Talk about what this game showed you about your team.
This game was great. I think everybody came out ready. Everybody played great. We were moving the ball, we knocked down shots, but most importantly, we were playing great defense. But at the end of the day, it's just a win. We got to build off this. We got to go back to the gym, watch film, and get better.
It's just one piece of a greater goal. That's right. Thanks, Giannis.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And now, our player of the game, Miles Turner.